What is going on, guys? DBG here, and in this video we're going to be doing something a little bit different. So we are going to be going over the best team that you can put together in NBA 2K21 MyTEAM. Apologies lads, it has gotten kind of late tonight. It is right now midnight and I do not have time to do the Rate My Team series or the Rate Your Team series. I will be doing that video tomorrow. I had a few videos planned for this weekend, but unfortunately got caught up in a few things. The Rate My Team video is coming tomorrow, as well as the top 100 list. And then obviously we are going to have the point guard tier list as well. So all three of those videos will be coming tomorrow. I have my top 100 list done, just not recorded, because those videos do take about 4 hours to make, which I don't have since it's midnight. Rate My Team videos take a little bit of time, and I want to make this video because I do want to do this kind of at the end of every month, because in my documentary videos, if you guys don't know, I always like to talk about, say, the best teams for any given month. And obviously the guys that I'm running with are most definitely not the best teams for whatever the respective month is. But my whole thing is that in the documentary, I like to look at the end of the month and look at the best squads. So in this video, I'm going to be going over who the best possible squads are for every single month. And it's one of those things where you can look back on at the end of the year and see which months 2K give you the best content. Kind of how throughout the year 2K's game evolves and when they start fully accelerating the process of the God tier cards. So we are gone onto the old 2KDB. Shout out Kenny Mack for creating the greatest website in 2K history. Gotta love 2K MT Central as well, but this site is just a next level. It's like a step above 2K MT Central. So we got all the players right here. We're gonna go current gen squad, next gen squad. So current gen, looking at the point guard position, you've got one guy, well, you got two. I think I'm gonna go with Wade, with Dwayne Wade, and after Dwayne Wade on current gen, I'm gonna go with Gary Payton. I think these two guys definitely sum up everything that there is about current gen. So like everything that people like about that game, includes secondary position. Dwayne Wade should be there. So it's everything people like about this game. So if you guys are looking at Gary Payton right here, the guy's got 95 speed. He's got all the Showtime dunks, really decent release in John Wall's base, moderately good dribble sigs, but the sigs don't matter because the burst is a thing. Sigs matter on next gen, they don't matter on current gen. He's also can get Showtime. He can get range extender and comes with all the Hoff Clamps defensive badges, or the Hoff defensive badge including Hoff Clamps. 99 lateral quickness, a moderately good dunk, and he has also got on-ball steal tendency of 100 and pass interception of 100. Like, we did not get a single player with 100 on-ball steal and pass interception tendency until Cam Reddish at the very end of the year, last year. And Cam Reddish, I'm pretty sure it was the 26th or 27th of July. He came out on, I'm trying to think, the 31st of July was the Friday. It was a week before the 31st, so 24th of July, maybe, was when we got our first 10 dog list, 100, and Gary Payton is that player this year. So he's the best defensive. Dwayne Wade, he's got the decent sigs of Pro 3. Wade base on normal, which is great on current gen, awful on next gen. Like, I would not use this guy in a million years on next gen. He comes with gold Showtime, he gets his Showtime dunks, 96 speed, good 3-ball, really good defense, and yeah, he belongs in the current gen team at the point guard position. If we're talking about next gen at this position, I think there's one guy that's kind of still head and shoulders above the rest, and it's Stephen Curry. I think Stephen Curry, the way he plays, whereas guys like Wade and Payton sum up everything that is good about current gen, Steph Curry sums up everything that is good about next gen. And then there is a debate between a lot of the other players. And if we're talking next gen, having used them all, I'm taking my boy. I'm taking the guy that I've been using in my team. I'm taking Oscar Robertson as the next best two guard when we're looking at next gen. So both of these guys can curry. Gold range extender, you can shoot from a lot deeper. Showtime isn't as big a deal. He's got the Pro Curry slides, the Pro 3 behind the back, which matters. The sigs matter. He's also got like gold clamps. He's got steady, which becomes blinders, which is a great thing on next gen. He's also got half catch and shoot, half quick first step, and he's 6'5", so we can kind of, with a 6'8" wingspan, so we can kind of guard somebody cheesing with Ben Simmons. Steph Curry, the guy just shoots from deep and has the Curry fadeaway. Like, if you're looking at Steph Curry fade, the only player in the game that has it is Steph Curry, and trust me, until they patch fade, Steph Curry fade is going to be one of the most overpowered things on next gen. So, yeah, as much as initially I thought, you know what, Sexton's better, nah. These two guys, if we're talking next gen, both of them significantly better than either Wade or Payton. When we're looking at the 2-guard position on current and next gen, it all depends on your playstyle. But one player on current gen that I think almost everyone is going to unanimously put in their team is Tracy McGrady. So I think Tracy McGrady is going to be in it. And I also, when we're talking about wings in the game on current gen, I mean, the dentist belongs. The dentist belongs on this squad. So we got T-Mac, we got dentist. And when we're looking at the other wings in the game, there's LeBron James, who I don't believe is very good on current gen. I do not believe LeBron James belongs on current gen at all. I actually think Jack Marin. I think if we're talking current gen, Jack Marin deserves a spot in the team at the 2 off the bench. And then when we're looking at small forwards on current, like maybe Hondo. Like, I like Hondo. Let's go small forward secondary position. Some people will use Junior Bridgman, some people will use Jameson. Larry Bird, there's a lot of really, really good choices. Paul George is someone that a lot of people like as well. Obviously there's another LeBron, but I'm not the biggest fan of him. But in my opinion, I would probably go with... I'd actually maybe bring Terry off the bench. Terry Dishinger. I would bring Tracy McGrady at the 3. If you're on current gen. And then, the guy that is God tier, John Havlicek. When we're looking at next gen, I personally think Hondo is like the best player in the game on next gen. I think Dishinger is without question in the team. I think Terry and Hondo are in it. And funnily enough, we got 4 Curry sliding players right here. And the last 2 spots as the wings on next gen, I'm going LeBron James and Carmelo Anthony. LeBron and Melo, and I'll explain it in a little bit. But first of all, the Dishinger and Havlicek are the 2 guys that you're going to see in both of the squads. So let's talk about the 2 of them right here. So Terry Dishinger, the dentist, I don't have the card, and whether he's real or not is still up for debate. But he's at 94 lateral. Like, just look at his stats. He's got half range. He's got half showtime. He's got goal clamps. He's got near perfect tendencies. Elite wingspan. He can curry. He's got Rudy base. Pro right between the legs. All the showtime dunks. Elite 3-point shooter. Elite handle. He's also got the... Actually, Pro 4 behind the back's not great. The guy's got everything, though. When we're looking at the stats in the game, this guy has got everything. And he's got everything to be great on both gens. Like, he's a perfect card. His release is God tier on both gens. He is a perfect card. Then we got Hondo. Hondo is like your my player point guard. He's like, imagine if you were allowed to make a point guard but juice up basically every stat to 99 on your Pro-Am point guard, as well as give yourself 24 half badges and 24 gold badges and make it a 6'5", 6'8" wingspan point guard. That's basically what you're getting here. He's at the Pro 2 between the legs. The Pro 2. He's got the Curry slide. He's got base 98 on quick. Even better. Unbelievable on both gens. I think he's better on current gen. He, unfortunately, does not get blinders on next gen. But he doesn't come with steady, which is better for current gen. He's got half clamps, half hard crusher, half intimidator, half quick first step, half range extender. The guy has got everything. He has got absolutely everything. And again, a player who has no weaknesses on either gen. So perfect for both gens. So now we're going to talk about Jack Marin. And the thing is, Jack Marin, there are guys that you might think, why do I have Jack Marin in over, for example, Junior Bridgman? Why do I have him in over LeBron James? Why do I have him in over Larry Bird, Kobe Bryant? I just think Jack Marin's release is better. Yeah, he can curry, which helps. He's got all the showtime dunks. You can just give him goal showtime. He's got range extender. He's got goal clamps. He's got really decent length. Pretty good tendencies. He's a really nice dunker from what I've used. His release is what separates him, though. His release is fantastic. Got them 18 hops. Really good. And then on current gen, Tracy McGrady he's a beast, man. 6'8", 7'2" wingspan. The way he plays lanes is crazy. Thankfully, he can get blinders, but previously he couldn't get blinders. But he doesn't come with steady, which is good. He's got range extender, half clamps. He's got 95 lateral quickness. He's got Tracy McGrady based on quick. And he's also got like 96-3, basically perfect stats. A no-brainer on current gen, in my opinion. On next gen, it's a really close one. Like, Tracy McGrady versus Havlicek versus Dishinger versus LeBron and Melo. It is so close, but in my opinion, I think LeBron and Melo are just next gen. I believe both of those guys they're just next level. They are next level. And I'll explain that now. So, LeBron James. LeBron James base is one of the worst in the game on current gen and one of the best in the game on next gen. He is cash on next gen. He's also got the Pro 2 escape, which funnily enough, which is the Curry slide. But funnily enough, on current gen, big men cannot do the Curry slide. So like, if you give, it doesn't matter what your escape is, big men will do the normal 2 every single time, which is the worst in the game. So on current gen, it's not the same. It's like the Dino having the Pro 1 escape. He won't do it on current gen, but on next gen, Dino will do the crazy Pro 1 escape to get a bunch of space. But LeBron James released on quick. He's also got he got the best layup package. He doesn't even have the LeBron layup package. He's got the best one in the game. Showtime dunks. He's got gold showtime, gold range extender, gold clamps. He can curry. Monster player build at 6'9". Great shooter. Just unbelievable card. And then we have got Carmelo Anthony. The guy is just cash. He is just cash. And actually, I'm gonna swap this out for next gen. I'm gonna put Melo at power forward. And it's a really close one. I'm going to give Tracy McGrady the edge. I'm going to actually put Tracy McGrady in on next gen. But it's a really close one between Tracy McGrady and Danny Granger. Just a heads up, like, I would be definitely considering putting in Danny Granger, but it's a really, really close one. I'm going to give Tracy McGrady the nod over Danny Granger. But Carmelo Anthony, he's the chicken man. He is chicken man. Melo's back, lads. Melo on next gen is back. Carmelo Anthony based on quick. Do you guys remember how good Melo used to be? Do you guys remember why Melo used to be seen as like the #1 player in 2K, and over the last year or so had kind of been taken over by T-Mac as that #1 player? You guys remember why? Because Melo had the best jump shot in the game. This Melo is the closest thing we've seen to the Melos of old. Melo is back, lads. Melo is back, and it is something I am absolutely delighted about. Melo is back, lads. He's got go half quick first step, half handles for days, half clams, half hard crusher, half interceptor, half intimidator, half pest, half pickpocket, half target defender, half trapper, and just got some crazy good badges. As well as that, obviously, gold showtime dunker, and an unbelievable 3-ball. And he is the chicken man. He is the chicken man. So he's coming in on next gen. And I don't like Melo on current gen. I don't like LeBron on current gen, but man, on next gen, he's so good. Okay, so one of our power forwards has been sorted for next gen. And the next gen one's a little bit weird because obviously there is Anthony Davis, Hakeem Olajuwon. Those guys can play the power forward and they're fantastic there. I'm putting in the other chicken man. On next gen, I'm putting in the other chicken man, Antoine Jameson. The dude doesn't miss. Basically, he's like a slightly downgraded version of Melo, but Jameson doesn't miss. These guys, they hit too many shots. They don't miss. And you're not even going to need them to create because you got these 4 guys. Like, you got Curry, Terry, and T-Mac. You don't need these guys to create. The chicken men are in there at power forward. These guys, if these guys miss a shot, just like a corner in Pro-Am, if these guys miss a shot for you, something's wrong. If you do not shoot 100% with both Melo and Jameson, you're doing something wrong. And then current gen power forwards. Again, it's a bit of a weird one because there are a lot of pretty good players. And there's a lot of good players that most people will run at center. Like, I'm a fan of a lot of these cards. But it's a weird one. Like, a lot of people will use a lot of different players at power forward. And LeBron James and Melo are definitely 2 guys that are in that conversation. I think that not being able to shoot from the corners is a very, very tough one. So, what I would say on current gen, power forward position, this is the toughest one because I'm considering saying someone like a Zion, but whatever. Chris Webber, Kemba Walker base. I think Chris Webber belongs in that power forward position. And then bench power forward. You know what? I'll give you LeBron. I'll give you LeBron. LeBron is a very, very good player to have a power forward. So we've already seen LeBron. I don't think he's anywhere near as good. Like, he is a debatable player to be in here on current gen. And on next gen, he is not in there. Obviously, there's no point in going over Jameson's stats. He's like a slightly worse Carmelo Anthony. The guy's just not going to miss. But what you're getting in Webber is, with Webber, you're basically getting somebody that can shoot the ball very well from the corners, who's going to play some decent defense, he's going to run the floor well, has got really, really good length, has got good ball handling stats, and has got a fantastic release. The release is what separates him. But that power forward position here, I think is kind of, it's a tough one. It is a very, very tough one because there's so many guys. There's nobody on current gen that stands out like a Melo on next gen, for example. But when we're looking at current gen, like LeBron's good, Jameson's good himself. If you want to play AD there, Mikhail center or Hakeem center, that works as well. If you want to play Boogie there, he can just be a bully. If you want to play Blake Griffin, actually, you know what, Webber, you're gone. Blake Griffin. Blake Griffin, you're coming in, or Blake Griffin at center, and Anthony Davis at power forward. These guys, this could be a very, very good combo. Or we do this. Blake Griffin as your backup center, Anthony Davis at power forward, and Hakeem at center. Because these are the two best big men in the game on both gens. So both gens, we go Hakeem, who I love, and we got Anthony Davis. I think Hakeem is just ridiculous next gen. He is ridiculous on next gen. I have Hakeem, my number one center on next gen, over Anthony Davis. I think Davis is above Hakeem on current gen because of the release, and Hakeem's release is not too bad. And then obviously these two guys right here, we all know how good both of these dudes are. So let's just go over their stats. Like Opal Hakeem, 2998, 2999. Like there's a one total difference in total stats. Badges wise, you got one difference in badges. So you got 54 badges versus 55, but obviously one extra half badge for Anthony Davis. You got half showtime on Hakeem, which kind of helps with current gen. Both of them have gold range, both of them have gold clamps. Quick first step on Anthony Davis, Hall of Fame, whereas it's only on gold for Hakeem. Both of the guys can speed boost, both of the guys can shoot threes, both of the guys are very fast, both of the guys are elite on defense. Hakeem is obviously bigger, Anthony Davis is better release. I think Hakeem on next gen, his release is actually maybe better than AD's, but Hakeem on current gen is not quite as good. I don't know how set shot 18 on quick is so good on next gen, but a big difference is that if you're looking at Hakeem's dribble sigs, actually he's got normal two behind the back. I think it's the same as AD. Yeah, they're very similar. But yeah, both insanely good cards, and they belong on both current and next gen. So anyway, yeah, that is the video. We're looking at the best teams on each gen. This is, in my opinion, for current gen. The Jack Marin one is definitely a debatable position. But like if you're looking at two guards, if you want to put in Kobe, I'm not going to complain. If you want to put in Bridgman, I'm not going to complain. If you want to put in a lot of other guys, just for me, the Jack Marin release separates him a little bit from a Kobe. But I don't think anyone's going to argue with these 2 point guards. I don't think anyone's going to argue Havlicek, Dishinger, T-Mac, Davis, or Hakeem. And these two are guys that I've used and had a bit of success with. Then, next gen, having played a lot more next gen, I can comfortably say that Hakeem and AD, you can't even debate anyone else. As much as I love Dino and other guys, you can't debate anyone. Even Mikhail, cannot debate him over these guys. You cannot debate over Melo. Maybe you can debate over someone over Jameson, but Melo is the best shooter in the game. Havlicek and Steph's probably the best card in the game. Big O at that secondary point guard position is a lot of similar guys, but you can't say Dwayne Wade. He sucks on next gen, trust me. Then Terry Dishinger, even better on next gen and current gen. Jack Marin's not quite as good. Tracy McGrady, God on both gens. LeBron James, absolutely insane on next gen. Not quite as good in current gen, even though he's in both of them. It's funny, T-Mac's way better on current gen and not quite as good next gen. LeBron's the opposite, even though both of them are in both squads. Havlicek's still a beast. So yeah, that is it. This is the current gen lineup in my opinion. This is the next gen lineup. And that is it for the month of January. So anyway, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.